Well, as you can see, right over here, a little messy out here again. Well, you really can't see everything. It's actually a funny note that a lot of times in videos, people are like, oh, it looks so neat, because all you see is this. And if you saw the rest of things, you would be like, holy shit, it's a disaster out there. But as you can see, we're back to being a little messy out here from the last video, but that's because we are starting the next stage of the garage, which is the lighting and paint. So I'm redoing all the lighting. All I had out here was like your standard fluorescent fixtures with like, you know, your standard fluorescent bulbs. And I only had 2 of them really. So we're redoing the lighting, putting 4 rows of like single LED strips. We'll get more into that later when we're doing them. And then I'm gonna repaint the whole garage. I'm gonna paint the ceiling black. I know a lot of people are like, black, really? But I don't know, man. I like a black ceiling in certain spaces. I think it's, I don't know, when it's black, you would think it makes it feel smaller, but in a way, a black ceiling kind of just makes you not pay attention. It's like it just kind of disappears, right? Plus it hides a lot of bullshit. It's rainy, which isn't the best day in the world to be doing paint, because paint does not dry fast, but in Florida, it's been like that. It's been really humid, and we've been getting afternoon thunderstorms every day, and it's already clouding up. I'm just finishing up my morning cigar, and we're gonna get cracking. Let me show you some of the things that have changed since the last video. All right, quick interruption, pump the brakes. Let's just take a quick second before the train leaves the station to have a little real talk. If you're the type of person that is watching this video about a garage makeover, or more importantly, a garage gym makeover, then you're probably also the type of person that takes care of yourself. Most guys, if you tell them that weight training is an important part of that, they wouldn't bat an eye. But if you tell them that skincare is probably just as important, they're calling shenanigans immediately. Just like most of you guys, I used to wash my face with just bar soap and call it a day. And I had some tired ass dry skin on my face. And that is where the sponsor of today's video comes in clutch, because Tiege Hanley makes skincare systems designed specifically for hairy knuckled apes just like you and me. I have sang the praises of Tiege on the channel now for probably close to 3 years, and there's a good reason for that. It's because I think this stuff is great. I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. You've got a daily face wash to clean you up, an exfoliating scrub to knock off the dead skin, an AM moisturizer with 20 SPF to protect you from those melanomas, which here in Florida is super important, and a PM moisturizer to keep working on that mug while you sleep. They also include a card with instructions on how much to use and when to use each product, because if you're like me, you had no clue about this stuff going into it. Being a member also has cool benefits like 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive deals, pause or cancel at any time, free shipping US. And because the good folks at Tiege Hanley are sponsoring this video, they are offering my viewers a great deal. So just click on the first link in the description and you'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. That's a hell of a deal. So click that link and get started today. The guys over at Tiege are one of the longest partners of the channel, so big thanks to those guys for being sponsors of this video and supporting the channel. Go give those guys a little love. All wrapped up, got your face taken care of. Let's get back out in the garage, get back to that overview of what has changed since the last video. Well, the TV used to be over in this region, and I moved it over there. It's still nice and visible from everywhere else in the gym, but it kind of backs it up and gets it out of the way a little bit. It also puts it right below where the plug's at, so I don't have a cord running across the ceiling. I used to have a ladder rack right here, which on the ladders right here, they're actually going to be going outside of my backyard behind a shed that I have. So I took down the ladder racks I had built up here, and then I built, let me drop this, it's going to get a little dark in here because I have all the lights down. I built a little shelf along here, and then I had this shelf already, but what I did is I took a piece of plywood and I hinged it. I'm going to put some handles right there, and I have a little plywood door on the fronts of those so that it just kind of hides the clutter. I'm going to paint those black. It's going to match everything else. Once they get painted up, they'll be nice. I'm strongly considering putting doors on that shelf and the shelf you can't see because it's over the garage door. These little shelves are really easy to make. It's actually, see if I can get a kind of a shot of some of that. If you can see, hold on. Oh, can I get up there? I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's pretty easy framed. I just used, when I built those, just leftover 2x4s that I had laying around the house, and then a plywood shelf on the bottom. It's a good way to get your storage up off the ground. I am taking this down so that I can free up some headspace over here, and all the stuff that is on there is gonna go in those 2 shelves, which is why I built those 2. So that'll free up some headspace when we're doing overhead lifts and stuff. That doesn't get in the way. We're gonna move the garage door opener, but that's gonna be in a different video. So that's what we're doing this round. Paint, lighting. Gotta do a bunch of electrical stuff, which I hate doing electrical. I'm proficient at it. I wouldn't say I'm the best. I can get it done. Well, the day is not getting any younger. Just get some shit done. We're about to do some electrical. Now, I know enough about electrical to be dangerous, but this may or may not be completely to code. So for anybody that's, what are those people called?
Electricians?
No. Yeah, no, the people that come, inspectors. Any of you guys that are like inspectors or electricians, don't judge
Don't at
me. Yeah, don't at me.
Don't at me, bro.
Don't at me, bro. We still got to do lots of painting, but I need to do some of this so we can see what the hell's going on here, because with all this black, it's getting very dark without any lights. For a little cigar and little Bucky's fountain drink, Big Red. If you know about Big Red, you know it's awesome. If you don't like Big Red, you're a communist. It's all sugar. Delicious though. Go with a cigar. I think that's looking pretty good. I'm actually super pumped about those lights. There's gonna be, once we're done, there's gonna be 4 rows of those running the full length of the garage, which I think is gonna add some nice light, and it's gonna look really cool against the black ceiling. I've got a gap down there that I don't love, and I just went online and looked, and they actually have 3-foot versions. Those are 4-foot tubes. So I ordered one of the 3-foot ones so that I could fill in that little gap down there. Those things are pretty cool. I'll link them down below. They all link together. They're LED, so they take up like no power, and they're tiny, and they weigh nothing, so they're really easy to mount. Pretty pumped about those. I've seen several other people use those in their garage overhauls. I think Lone Star Hawaiian, if you've ever seen his channel, he does a lot of truck, automotive kind of builds and installs and stuff, and he redid his garage, and I think he used those in there. We got a lot of work left to do. I'll put that row up so we can see what the hell's going on when we close this door. I gotta move this rack. The wife's gonna keep cutting in because she's way better at cutting in than I am. I'm more of like a roll guy. I'm like a bull in a china cabinet. Give me a roller and let me go. If I try to cut in and little detailed shit, I get paint everywhere. It's not good. Okay, so the lighting's a little weird because we had to close the garage door in order to get this rack that was mounted over the garage door down. I couldn't think of any way, so there's definitely some sketchy shit going on. I've got the rest that you put tools on the ladder, holding as I unscrewed it, catching that part, and then very precariously, I've got a extension ladder propped in. There's nothing OSHA certified about this situation. It's definitely time to do some sketchy shit. I figured I'd record it because I'm about to try to pick this up and remove this. If the whole thing falls on me, that's gonna be hilarious. I mean, I really would prefer not to get a concussion, but if I'm gonna get one, it might as well be on YouTube, right? Sketchy at all. This fucking thing's heavy. Okay. All right, sorry guys, you don't get to see me get crushed. But nevertheless, we got that down, and now we can take that light down and paint all this shit black. I feel like we should roll some. Don't even hum it. That's copyright. I feel like a little Rolling Stones painted black would be very appropriate at the moment. All right, quick things. One, it's the next day. We worked until very late. We were exhausted. We called it a night. This is a big job to get one done in one day. I mean, it's a lot of painting, the ceiling, the wiring. It's a lot of stuff. Number two, you're probably thinking, Jeremy, why are you running all that conduiting around the ceiling? Why don't you go up in your attic and run it up there so you don't have that stuff? Well, I've got a good answer for that. It's Florida. It's 100 degrees outside, which means it's about 150 in that attic. And I don't really want to be up there. Two, I have decking installed in my attic. I have flooring for storage. So in order to get to a lot of this, I'd have to pull up some of that flooring or drill through it and do all the wiring on the ceiling. And then it's one of the beautiful things about having a black ceiling. Once I paint it all black, who gives a shit? Plus it's a garage. So we got the whole ceiling painted, but we got a lot of cutting in to do. So I got to cut it all along the ceiling line and clean things up. Have a lot of touch up to do on the paint. Have one wall over here left to paint and get all this electric done. And then after all that's done, clean up. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna get back to doing this electric without shocking myself, which is rare. I think on every electric kind of thing that I've done in my life, I shock myself at least once. At least once. Well, that's done finally. Overall, I'm thinking it looks pretty cool. I dig it. I like how thin they are. They are, and I said earlier in the video, but this is the name. I'll link it down below, but that's the brand of lights, and they're LED strips. They're actually pretty easy to put in because they all just link together. You can plug, I forgot how many in a row. So, really nice. Nice and bright. I got some 4-footers and some 3-footers to fit the length I needed. They come in like 6-packs, 12-packs. One of the more affordable options I've seen out there, and as you can tell, they put off some really, really good light. Lighting, check. Now it's time to finish up the paint. Got to cut in all these edges real good. Can't really tell, can you tell? No, you can't tell from the video, but it's rough along this edge. I got to go and cut all that in, then clean up all this crap. So we're on the home stretch, baby. The home stretch. Stage 3 of the garage done. Super pumped with how the garage is turning out. We're getting close to the finish line. I think we've still got at least 1, maybe 2 more parts of this series before it's completely done. And the next one, where my water heater and my AC handler is outside, I've got an idea and I think it's gonna work well. I wanna build I have to be able to get access to it. So I wanna build these doors in front of it that I can put some wall control pegboard type things on to hold all the handles and stuff for the rack, and also cover up because that's kind of an eyesore over there. So I have an idea of how I think I'm gonna do it. I think that's what we're gonna do on the next episode. In my head, it seems like a good idea, but I've had ideas before that sounded like a good idea in my head and then practically they didn't work out. And then I've also had a lot of ideas that did. So we'll see. We'll find out together in the next installment of this series. So before we close this one out for the day, we do have to draw a winner for last video's giveaway. It was for one of the new Zippos that actually just dropped. You can get it, comes with a jet insert and a standard Zippo insert. So whether you're an old school guy or you like the new inserts that's got both. All right. And the winner is, drum roll, Sam West. Congratulations, Sam. New grill is awesome. Hashtag meat sweats, hashtag Gucci grills, which were last week's hashtags. So awesome, Sam. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for commenting, and congratulations on your new Zippo that will be en route. I will contact you down below in the comments in order to get you to send us an email so that we can get your shipping address so we can get that out to you. That being said, quick note, if you guys have been doing this for a while, you'll know There's been some scammers in and out. I think they've gotten a little better, but just in case, to be safe, we always pull the winners live. If you get any kind of thing saying you won something and you didn't see me announce your name live on a video, it's a scam. Don't fall for it. But Sam, West, this is not a scam. This is you. You got a Zippo coming. So for next week's giveaway, what do we want to do? I've got a little something coming out, a little collaboration coming out here before too long with my good buddy Michael Bluth over at Open Sea Leather. Pulp Fiction, one of my all-time favorite movies, as an homage. I
want you to go in that bag and find my wallet.
Which one is it?
It's the one that says bad mother.
Very small run. We only did like, I want to say around 50 or 100 of these. Natural veg tan. It's got my logo over here, and on the back, the exact same font they used in Pulp Fiction. I think we're gonna try to drop it at the end of this month or the beginning of next month. I will give one of you guys one of these Open Sea special edition wallets that I'm doing. Okay, so contest rules are as always. You have to be a subscriber to the channel, you gotta smash that like button, and you gotta comment down below. Let's see, this week let's do hashtag paint it black because, well, the garage, and hashtag swole timber. Swole timber. I have a hard time saying it, swole timber, because it's September and that new garage, your boy's finna get swole. So that's it, and we will give away one of these live. If you get anything down below, don't fall for it. I will draw a winner live in the next upload. All right, guys, well, that's it. I'm gonna chill for a little while. I think I deserved a little bit of rest. Had a long few days out there in the garage. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this series. Hopefully you got some good information. Maybe it inspired you to have some ideas for when you do your garage makeover. Don't forget, smash that like button, that helps us out. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. We'd love to have you on board. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week, and we will see you in the next video. Oh, and by the way, if you did not win one of these Zippos, don't feel bad. These are released now. We do have them out on the website. I'll link it down below where you can get your very own if you didn't win one. Why do I love this Malt leather so much? It's so weird. It's a little creepy, actually, just sitting here sniffing leather.